Check, check. Hello, hello. Alright. Good to know it works.
After losing to King Crush in the 2011 Monster Mania semifinals, Big Finn stepped away from the limelight for a simpler, more natural way of life. The big fish is in quite a predicament.
Alright. So, to anybody who might be watching this after the fact, as you can see, I got my streak working. It actually wasn't too bad. Had a little bit of confusion with it, but it worked out in the end, which is all that matters. Ugh. And like I said, a Maneater. I did technically say that I'd play maybe. I don't know. Do maybe Dark Souls 2 cleanup, but I finished that. I thought about maybe doing the, oh god, it's so hard to do this. I'm too big for this. There we go. I thought about doing the challenge mode in Valhalla, but I have a couple other, but then I decided not to.
This instantized protein makes a great between-meal supplement, giving the shark the energy
and
she
just like I
needs
said
to put
in
on serious
whichever
battles.
video of mine that I said I might be doing this today, I'm playing Maneater, just from the point that I was. Okay, which way do you want to go? So yeah, I've been slowly clearing, well, slowly. It's not really that I've been clearing stuff slowly, it's just that I don't play it every day, so I guess it just feels slow, especially considering that this game not very long.
Shockingly, this was only Alex's second worst birthday.
Like, odds are if I had, like if I wasn't doing my YouTube videos, I probably could have had this game done in like 2 days. No, I actually have to try for this one. But yeah, if we look, I've got everything complete in the areas that I've been to, except for this one, but I don't count this one because they haven't actually sent me there yet. Although, to be fair, when I was over in Sapphire Bay, the next place they wanted me to go was Prosperity Sands, and I went up and around to get there and just jumped over the gate and then opened it from the other side. Whereas if I just went this way, I could have got right into it, so I don't know if maybe that's the way they expected you to do it, but we'll find out, because I mean, we have Crawfish Bay here, and the Gulf that I haven't done. But other than that, obviously, I've got the rest of them done. And I imagine that the final boss fight will probably take place in one of those two. My guess, honestly, would probably be Crawfish Bay, just because we started in it. We started in a swamp, and that seems frick. I'm also max level. Oh, an orca, eh? You know, it's weird how all of these things want to fight me, but none of them fight each other. I mean, they even have the fucking swordfish coming out. Oh, I must get the orca instead. Oh, yeah. Perks of being a mega shark. I'm fucking bigger than everything. Oh, these stupid fuckers. They're not doing a huge amount of damage to me, which isn't really a surprise. Well, actually, they do quite a bit of damage to me. But every time I fight something, I heal. Now, granted, it says I heal 30 points, and I thought that might be a lot. But it doesn't really, like, I don't really see my health bar move all that much. Unfortunately, we're in an area that's kind of shallow, which is absolutely horrendous to fight in.
It's necessary for the bull to be cautious, as killer whales are well-known predators of several shark species.
But yeah, it's a little hard when you're in shallow water like that because you're constantly getting sucked to the surface. And when you're on the surface, if they go even a little bit under the water, then, you know, when you hit right trigger to fight them, you may just die and not actually. There's also this mechanic that you'll never see because I'm already a mega, I think. Well, maybe. There might be. We might get bigger sharks later, depending on how long I actually stream this for. Where if you eat something that's too big for you, oh, come back here, turtle. Where if you eat something that's too big for you, when it dies, you actually break it. It actually gets broken up in chunks that you have to then eat. And in all honesty, this game actually got harder when I became a Mega Shark. Like, I'm just so much bigger than everything else now that it, like...
Sea turtle numbers have exploded here. Bad news for seagrass, great news for orcas who enjoy torturing and eating them. Traveling around, we are constantly reminded of how man's intrusion has disrupted the fragile equilibrium of the marine world.
But yeah, it's been a long, basically since the first area where I was just starting out and I had like level 15 alligators. That was the last time that I actually had a challenge in this game. Like every once in a while, if I get the hunters on me, they'll do some damage, but overall, not much usually. Oh, look at these inside, eh? Would you? There it is.
Even after the creation of a killer clown task force, clown-related homicide still remains a problem in Port Clovis.
Yeah, they also have a significant amount of references like that in this game. Like a huge amount. They got some things at those locations that are just like, haha, this is funny because it's funny, and then they have other things that are
the shark uses
very much references to
like
other stuff.
to help fuel her reign of terror.
And if you're wondering, I'm currently wearing all of my shadow stuff that I got,
is an animal of broad
or that I've
dietary
unlocked,
proclivities,
which is what you unlock by discovering all of those things. Actually, outside of the first area, I think, after you start discovering, or once you discover everything in a region, oh, something else is here. Sharks, man. Pain in my ass. But yeah, all of those little location things there, whenever you find all of them in a region, it'll unlock a new piece of shadow stuff for you. I think it might be tied to specific regions, because you get shadow stuff for those. You get bone stuff for defeating the apex predators, and you get bioelectric stuff for defeating the hunters. But the bioelectric stuff seems to be spaced out quite a bit in the hunters. Like, actually, you can actually look at the hunters here. You see, I've got through 6 of them, which got me, I think, 3 pieces of the bioelectric stuff, and then like the next one doesn't, then the tail, then the head, and then the last one has brutal muscles. But yeah, all they are once you've started eating a lot of people, like humans, or destroying a lot of stuff, it am I like in an aquarium? Oh, let's show you that. Then yeah, you get like a bunch of guys with guns, harpoons, and that boats coming after you, and you gotta fight them off. I don't mind it, but it does take quite a while
Sharks'
sometimes
propensity to clear the ocean of its assorted
to,
detritus is one of their most valuable
actually get like the
functions.
boss guy to show up. Which is honestly kind of annoying. You also have to, when you go into like these areas, you kind of have to explore quite a bit while you're in it, because it is very easy to miss. But yeah, it's very easy to like miss a turn or something in there, and miss out on something. Most of the time, all that's down there
Shark
is
bounties became commonplace here after the previous mayor's practice of hiring Fijian shark charmers proved largely ineffective.
oh. So the camera likes to do this thing when you hit land. Where it will automatically point you towards the nearest water, which is honestly kind of annoying when you're not trying to do that.
They got their fish fingers. You could say I got a real keen eye for talent. Although, the wheelers really got to work on those side aerials.
But yeah, these are the hunter boats. Now, you can attack the boat directly. But that's never really worked very well for me, because I don't do very much damage to the boat. But if you jump out and you manage to get your targeting thing on one of the hunters themselves, you can pull them off the boats, which obviously allows you to eat them, and then you don't have to worry about that specific one anymore. And since I'm wearing the shadow, or since I have the shadow, every time I bite something, I heal, and obviously every time I finish eating one of them, I heal. Now you can try and stay on the boat. To like eat more, but there you go. But that has never really worked well for me. I don't know, like, it worked kind of well on the, in like the early ones where I was a little bit smaller, but now I'm so big that once I get on the boat, I have a hard time. Actually, ooh, I can pick that guy right out of the air. I have a hard time kind of getting, like targeting the guys. There goes that one. right on it. Oh, there we go. Got that one. Oh, there we go.
Sometimes it's best not to fight back. To just
But yeah,
surrender
as you can see,
yourself to
there's
complete annihilation.
a thing in the top right that has number 6 in it and a blue line around it every time
Not
the
a dietary
line goes
staple
up.
of most sharks.
And that's my notoriety, I guess. The equivalent to my notoriety. Once that actually levels up, then the boss will show up.
We tend to think of sharks as the damage dealers, but they too get injured from time to time.
But yeah, there's also obviously different types of hunters. You get guys with spear guns, you get guys with shotguns, you get guys with rifles, you get guys with explosives. You also get underwater guys. Now, like you get these divers here. And if you're wondering, these hunters that are underground like that, oh, my control battery's low, that's fine, I brought spares. But yeah, the ones that are just like floating under here, those are the ones that generally, if you take out all the ones with guns off of a boat, and whoever's piloting the boat will then just jump into the water and drown. And if you knock a guy off the boat that has a gun, they do not get fired in underwater at you. Oh, incoming. There we go. This should be the boss. Oh, we're almost full health. I also have a special ability that I very rarely use. Where the hell are they? Oh, maybe because of where I fought them, I lost them. That's fine. We have lots more people to eat, and that'll draw them in.
A shark
I also
is never one
don't
to
have
pass
much
up a
left
fat fiesta.
that I can actually use any of this upgrade material for. Like, you can get it for eating fish, but in all honesty, if you track down all the nutrient caches, you should never have a problem. That should be, I do believe, another grate, if I'm not mistaken. So landmark around here somewhere. Do I have? There's also a lot of stuff piled into this map. No idea where this is. It's to my right somewhere. But it's not showing up. Oh, there it is. It's way down there. It's not very often these things are like this low underwater. Most of the
Orcas
stuff is
do
near
enjoy
the,
playing with toys, but not half as much as a
near the
day-old
shore.
seal carcass.
Alright, what's this one? Destroy the target. Black and white and dead all over. Yeah, that's... sounds like my cue. So I could go back through there. I could try and go over. You know what? I think I'm just gonna go out and around. But yeah, this game came out last year. And I really like sharks. Well, I mean, I like bad shark movies, and that's basically what this is. Like, the guy talking is a narrator, because it's filmed like a documentary, as if somebody was like... as if we actually had, like, a camera following us. And odds are just based off of... yeah, I don't think so. So when they glow like that, if you bite them, they will they'll get stunned. And if they're the same size as you and you stun them, then you can grab onto them and thrash them. Obviously this guy's a little bit bigger. I also have, yeah, you can see they covering goop, because every time, oh my. Whenever I dodge and you see like that black cloud come out, that's because of my shadow stuff there. Every time I dodge, I think that's my hint ability.
After years of eating the same meal of frozen herring at Fish Fingers, Casanita just wants her favorite comfort food, raw shark liver.
Oh yeah, but this is what happens when you eat something bigger than you, is it gets broken up into chunks that you then have to eat. But anyway, yeah, whenever I dodge, I release a cloud of poison because of my shadow scales here. I figured it would, like, because like technically the bioelectric stuff would be better in theory,
never misses an
but
opportunity
the way
for
that works is it puts a stun counter on them, and it requires, I want to say 10 stun counters. Oh, there's still there. To actually stun something, and assuming that the stun lasts the same amount of time as when you hit them when they're glowing, that stun barely lasts at all. And assuming that you only put up one stun counter, which goes away in, I want to say 3 seconds, because like they're poisoned for only 3 seconds. But I mean, obviously I can just keep dodging next to them, and when I use my special ability, then I can really poison them. But even if the ticker, like the counter, the
Seawolf remains
poison counter goes
aware
off of them, it still does some damage. Whereas with the stun counter, once the stun counter goes away, unless you've actually built up enough to actually stun the thing, it's done nothing. But yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming for. Odds are I'll just stream until we're done this section of the map. Not that anybody's watching right now, but just, you know, it's my first stream. That's not a surprise. And I think I only talked about it in one of my videos, so. But yeah, hopefully this will become a regular Saturday morning thing. Maybe as we get more people watching, they'll go longer, but for the moment, I'm going to stick with just like one region. Time to consume some more humans. But first, I need my license plate.
If in the process of running away from a shark, you leave your valuables unattended and they get stolen, well, that's your fault.
Ah, here we go. Got some swimmers. Those are always good. Unfortunately, eating humans always takes 2 bites.
Not insurance investigators questioning their disability claims.
Oh, where are you? There you
Toast
are.
of the Coast, Lieutenant Shannon Sims.
So yeah, each time a new one of these guys appears, or at least so far, each time a new one has appeared. Oh god, it's done that for one. Where it stuck me in the shark for some reason. I have to exit to go back in. It's super fucking annoying. But yeah, it does that a lot on.
Is relatively flat. Even a small rise in sea levels could trigger an immense loss of land.
Well, you know what? I have a hunted thing here, which is apparently.
Oh shit! Shark!
There you go. Not him. Now these boats, I'm assuming will start showing up with. Because like I said, each time a new hunter has appeared, they brought with them a new boat type, which is then just started being like that normal thing.
Most shark hunters have close friends or family members. The Toast of the Coast, Lieutenant Shannon Sims.
Now let's see, because now it shouldn't do it this time.
They could use some help with their shark situation.
she's actually in the Nope, not what there's. And I don't have my special ability for some reason. And I am so dead. So yeah, the way you get your special abilities, you eat stuff to charge it up. I also love that when you eat a crocodile, you death roll it. No, don't attack the ones that are covered. Get the ones that are that one. Yeah, as long as you can actually manage to grab the or get the targeting thing to work, you'll be good generally in a fight because you'll be eating more than you're losing. But it's so hard to do. You also have like a little bit of like an air dash. But yeah, as you can see, like with that hunter there, I was targeting them, but because and it's the same issue that I have fighting anything close to the surface of the water.
Unaccountable attacks such as these often leave people unsettled and anxious. Only time will tell whether government actions can diminish Port Clovis's reputation as a shark attack hotspot.
Okay, so I got rid of the boss. But yeah, like I said, fighting close to the surface of the water is super fucking annoying. That one. Diver. Okay. And in all honesty, once you like start getting them down, it does become slightly easier because it usually there's like you get a little bit more of a reprieve. Because until like you destroy a boat, or everyone on it, you generally don't get another one to show up. It's like if you can focus down one boat at it. Yeah, for some reason you can also target and eat those. I don't know if that like eliminates them doing damage to you or something, but yeah, I feel like this has definitely gotten harder since I've gotten bigger. Yeah, on that one. But yeah, it wasn't too bad, but like after I got past, I want to say even just like number 4, it got significantly worse to it got significantly worse to power up or to level up, I guess, your to level up your notoriety, just because like everything it just takes so much now to level it up. Like all these people, all these hunters were killed here. And yeah, like all these hunters were killing and were barely gaining anything for it. But yeah, it's absolutely brutal to level up your notoriety now to get the bosses to show up, which is a real shame because I mean, like, I don't mind that you have to do it. It just takes so long now that it's very rarely worth it. Wait, is that a no? Yeah, that's one. And now, granted, I still have one more. Like, I don't have any head pieces yet, which would obviously give me another boost. But oh, what do we got? Oh, we got a hunted great white. Oh, this one's a little bit bigger than
It seems
same
Port
size.
Clovis has forgotten all about its rogue shark. For now.
But he's not big enough. It's also really brutal because, like, as you're, I think I also gotta stop thrashing. I think if I just keep biting, I'll do more damage because my my teeth upgrade does more bite, or increases my bite damage. Not my, and there's a different upgrade that increases thrash damage. And I think it takes 5 humans eaten to actually call the hunter, so we should actually be able to get away with this without. Yeah.
Port Clovis really been sprouting up these past few years. Put some of my own money in this. Gonna be a laser tag fun park.
Coastal erosion current.
Hey.
If a T-Rex is your favorite dinosaur, then you're boring and unoriginal and you need to pick a different favorite dinosaur.
I mean, that's fair. What about raptors? A lot of people go with raptors as well, but hey, that's my first head upgrade. I can finally complete one of my sets. Now, whether or not that'll do any good against boats, I don't know. This set seems to be more exploration based, because like I said, you have like the 3 sets, right? And this one here is all about swim speed in that, so it's a very believable one. It has poison in that, so it's very much like a quick dodgy set. And then you have the bone set, which is all about taking damage and dealing damage to boats, so that's good against the hunters. And you have the bioelectric set, which in theory would be good against the hunted targets because it can stun them more. Unfortunately, in practice, not so much. You may have also noticed that my threat meter goes down insanely slow. I don't know if going in here will reset it.
It's here in the grotto that the shark can discover the absolute serenity deep within her soul.
Lunge speed and oh, there we go. There's some thrash damage. We can upgrade it, which actually does change the way it looks. Tier 4, and I have more than enough for tier 5. So now that's our shark right now. And then once we, what is the, once we get the apex predator out here,
Having evaded justice for her heinous crimes, the shark is now the subject of a bounty.
okay, you know what? Because this one's so close, I'm just gonna do this, because then the boats will certainly leave. And I kind of just want to get these eating human ones done without having to fight another boss. So we'll just chill here for a minute. But yeah, this is your grotto, and nothing can attack you in here, even if it follows you in. So like if we're fighting like a shark, another shark, or like the swordfish or something, if they come in here, they can't attack you. It's the same as if like they go on land. You might have seen it with like the orca. when they're on land, they can't attack, but you can. Hey, goodbye.
Humans' attention spans are short. They've already
we do,
forgotten about the
unfortunately, have
shark
to
and
wait
their
for
many
them to leave.
crimes, so thus ends the bounty.
But yeah, well, I mean, once we defeat the Apex, we might get the Bonehead. And if we do that, we might end on to fight another boss and get another piece of bioelectric set. I will say, I was slightly worried about like the swimming mechanics in this game, because like it's all underwater, and if you've ever played a video game, underwater bits in games are generally like horrible to control. This one, they did spend enough
The
time.
rogue shark must now be killed and publicly displayed to satisfy the
just-
I said to them, you better build that boardwalk higher, because you just asking for a shark attack how you got it now. But do they listen to me? No, not at all.
Oh yeah, so that guy there talking, he's the shark
The
hunter
shark
who's hunting you.
returns once again to her
The
safe
game
haven.
opens and you're playing actually as your mother. Oh, speaking of people who are attacking you, following you into this place, and not being able to do anything. Oh, there we go. Look at that with that thrash damage. Oh, that was beautiful.
Probably right under me.
Don't think we're gonna make any more headway today.
So there they go. So now odds are these the little fins are all consume human. Oh, let's see. There we go. So yeah,
Another
the
shark hunt
killing
draws
all the
to a
human
close.
ones. What? Really? Well, fuck.
Couldn't have gone far.
I mean, I could have gone very far. It's the ocean, or
Nah,
at least
a
some
breeze would be nice.
section of it.
Could be looking right at me.
Also learned that if you time your jumps while you're on land, it like as you hit the
It's
ground,
I
you
know it. Probably right under me.
you will like bounce across the ground.
The powers of society have retaliated with deterrent action, but mankind is ultimately impotent to stop Mother Nature's
No,
vengeance.
I can edit. So. Okay, I might be able to get out there. Yeah? You can get an upgrade. I don't know,
Sharks
when
aren't
it
relegated
is.
to wandering randomly in
because
search
like if
of
you
prey.
look, like
They're
obviously
far
there's
more
the body parts, but you have like
sophisticated
the
than
organs
that.
down here, and there is a one of those I know that you can get. Oh no, don't! It did the thing where it turned me around towards the nearest water again. Otherwise, I would have actually hit it that time. Nope. But yeah, there's one you can get where it'll stop stuff smaller than you from attacking you, and it's like as you upgrade it, bigger and bigger stuff. Where it's just like if something's a certain percentage of your size. Oh, a hammer, okay. So yeah, all of these sharks also have like different attack, like all these things have like different attack patterns. Obviously, once you're max level, very few of them do you actually have to know anything about their attack patterns. But when you're first coming across them and you're not like bigger than them like that, it is good to know like when you have to like dodge and that, and when you have the opportunity to oh my god. And when you have the opportunity to stun them. There we go. I also maybe, because of the because for some reason I don't know if it was like just like a free thing that they released at some point, if it was always in the game. No, it couldn't have been, because like the Let's Play I watched when I started it, we didn't have it. Maybe it's because I'm playing it on the Series X. I don't know. Either way, there's a body you can get, the tiger body, which looks pretty cool, but it increases everything that it increases all of the stuff that you get. Oh, it's a hunted thing that I can thrash. Oh, look at that thrash damage. Yeah. It's also really brutal because it's hard to tell a little bit, but like as you eat things, they literally start to like lose their limbs. Oh, we got a killer queen.
Thanks to powerful risk assessment software, we now know that this was a wildly idiotic place to build vacation homes.
See, it's doing the thing again where it keeps turning me towards. Oh, I must have jumped into a different region. Yeah.
Lacking sufficient sand or protected dunes, heavily developed areas risk great danger from hurricanes and tropical storms. Shark hunters kill for the same reason we all do, to feel complete.
Yeah. They can't shoot because of the fence. Oh, it tried to run through it. Also, is this water? It is. Oh my. Yeah, look at that. I can recharge it. Dude, this isn't easy. Come here, skinny. Oh, quick, get back in the water. Get back in the water. Yeah, in all honesty, getting humans, because they take 2 bites constantly, it is actually makes them a little bit harder than you would think. Purely because they, you move a lot when you're on land and you're eating something. I know I'm being hunted, but this looks like it's in an area that these specific boats will be able to follow me into.
Hold up now, boys. Hold up.
Oof. Nope. Yeah, that's what you want to do, is run towards the water.
This is anticlimactic.
It's absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, if you're a fan of like bad shark movies or just sharks in general, I would highly recommend this game to you. Because like while I don't really have much of an opinion on sharks in themselves, I fucking love bad shark movies. So
Okay, maybe I don't know how to properly stock and manage a fish pond, but it's a learning process.
okay, all I got left is to fight the apex, and we're actually missing 1 nutrient cache. Not that I particularly need it, but I guess I'll go there in case that's what that is. I'm pretty sure that that's just a grate, but everything else should be done. Also curious, like, I think there's a whale shark probably as like the boss of the Gulf, but I don't know about crawfish bait. Maybe there's like a giant lobster. That would be hilarious.
Anybody got a good set of needle nose pliers?
It's actually a little annoying that I'm still missing a nutrient cache. They're probably the hardest one out of everything to locate when you're missing
is
them.
over, And there will be an inevitable rush on dollar drafts at Flamingo Joe's.
Yeah, looks like there's a crate up ahead that I can go into. Should be a little bit easier than all this hopping around. Oh god, maybe not. No, I know what this is. That's just a cave. Already in here. But yeah, they're probably the hardest things to find. Just because they have, they can spawn in, like, just, they have a much wider, like, region that they can spawn in. Like, the license plates, outside of a couple, really, that have spawned,
Prosperity Sands reminds
in
us
great,
that sometimes
like, in
the construction of
sewer
second and
things
third
like
homes
this,
supersedes considerations like loss of species diversity.
they're pretty much above water for the most part. And same with, like, besides, like, the one that I found in the sewer in this part, shoreline somewhere.
The white and black attack, the Orca.
That I need to find my way to, quite possibly trying to find its way to me as well. It is. Yeah, you got fucking slapped. Get a snack here. This orca is kicking my ass. Good God, I cannot fucking target it, and it's huge. But it is getting poisoned slowly to death. It's kicking my ass because I can't fucking target it. For some reason, when I'm right next to the orca, it refuses to target the orca. It'll target everything else around it. See, shit like that, right?
Orcas, once the featured attraction at marine mammal parks, now have a new favorite trick, killing things.
Okay, so there's Scaly Peter's Poison Sapphire Bay. Well, we are Key. Sapphire Bay is way over there. Okay. More albino wildlife, more mutagen X gains, less movement speed, and less fat, mineral, and protein gain. Well, that's fine, because I don't have to go back there. At all. What is this? This final grotto is proudly brought to you by millennia of water and wind erosion. Visit the Gulf Grotto. Alright, but then what about Crawfish Bay? It says that there's collectibles there. Not much of them, but there's still some. And I still need one more thing for here. Let me just check here. Caviar key collectibles. There, should be this one. Come on, give me a bigger picture. Okay. Is it really right there? Yep, sure enough, I missed one right here, apparently. Okay, so this one should probably lead me out there. That fight was rough, but and it was very clear that it was the poison that killed him, considering that didn't break up and it was just like the body floating there. Because I've honestly never seen that with one of them before. Every time I fought in Apex, it's been torn apart immediately upon its death. I've never actually just seen the body of it floating there. To be fair, I besides humans that drown somehow, I don't really see bodies of anything floating anyway. Yep, there it is. And
An insatiable fish, the bull shark is 9/10 appetite.
Caviar key. Alright. And then we've already reached growth stage Mega. Now the question is though, do I want to go to Crawfish Bay and do that? Apparently I'm already 9%. Because I got this grate unlocked, apparently. Oh, is that maybe like where you play as your mother, maybe? Because I mean, like, there's upgrade materials in that there. Hang on, I'm gonna actually search. Because I mean, obviously I'll have to get those collectibles for achievements, but Crawfish Bay. Now apparently you need to be an elder size, which, you know, that's fine. We're past that. But yeah, it doesn't. Okay, yeah, and there's no grotto there. Yeah, well. Yeah, apparently. Now, it says that we have to go through there to get there, but I mean, it looks like we can just go out and around here. So I think that's what I'll do. Because I guess all that's there are those collectibles, so. And then we'll come back and grab the grotto. And maybe I'll just keep playing. Because, I mean, we're almost done the game then, right?
The Gulf Stream brings warm waters northeast across the Atlantic towards English seaside towns filled with cranky pensioners, donkey rides, and heroin addicts.
Now, hopefully nothing will prevent me from coming around to here. I don't know what would. I mean, I have yet to actually find, like, the edge of the map. I'm guessing, though, that that's what those things out there are. What they are, I don't know, but I'm guessing that that's what they are. Now, the real question, though, is, like, do I do, like, get the rest of the boss fights done before I do the last area? Because obviously I'm going to have to do those at some point as well. Yeah, well, you know what? Fuck you. Now you get bit and... Frick. Alright. I wonder if you could get any of these while you were swimming around here as your mother. I honestly don't know, because I mean, obviously...
The bull shark demonstrates the importance of getting enough minerals in her diet.
Like, obviously you can't upgrade that, like, that shark at all. But, I mean, I don't know whether... Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of blew through the tutorial. I didn't even bother looking at collectibles because I knew that that isn't the shark that you play as. Oh my god. This is probably the only time where the swimming controls kind of suck, and it's not even that the swimming controls suck, it's just that I'm too big. So everything in here, well, no, because there was a hammerhead shark, but I don't know exactly how strong the mother really is shark-wise. Because I mean, you start as a baby, and then you go up to teenager, adult, elder, and now mega. And they very specifically say that your mother is not a mega. So we know that she's at most an elder. I would guess probably adult.
Protein caches
But I mean,
like
it's
this
hard
one
to
are a
tell.
convenient and tasty way for sharks to increase their protein intake.
Are they tasty? Yeah, whatever, Barracuda, go away. Oh, come on, get it. Okay, well, you see. Now you've hit me, and now you must die. I mean, that's my rule. I mean, I will ignore you, but as soon as you hit me, that's the end of it. Oh. It's actually fairly hard to, like, aim your shark in the air. Like, you would think that it would work the same as when you're underwater, or just maybe, like, a little slower or something, but no, it's,
The irregular, frantic motions of a panicked swimmer often embolden a curious shark.
I don't know how there's not supposed to be a grotto here. Unless they added one.
These scavengers of the sea are vital in cleaning the ocean floors of edible and semi-edible detritus.
Another one.
This protein supplement has zero additives, so the shark doesn't have to worry about hidden artificial
I feel like
colors or
this
flavors.
is like this game here is just not gonna help with my like distance recognition in video games. Cause like I think I talk about this in Assassin's Creed all the time, where I'll see something and it'll be like 200 meters away, and I'm like, oh well, that takes no time. And it's because of games like this, where 200 meters is realistically nothing. Well, I mean, assuming that I leave Port Clovis after I deal with Scaly Pete, which, I mean, gameplay-wise, that's not going to happen, but I mean, well, actually, gameplay-wise, it probably will, considering that I'll probably get everything else before then, or before I do the final fight. So I think this grate, should be, yeah. Oh sure, and then that one I could have went right into because I didn't need to. Apparently you don't even need to bite those, you just need to touch them. There's that cache.
Not really a gourmand, the bull shark will eat just about anything.
Yeah, there isn't supposed to be a grotto here, according to what I just read.
The bull retreats to the grotto for
But I mean,
refuge
clearly
and
there
quiet
is.
reflection.
And actually, since we're here, we can upgrade our bonehead. But yeah, as you see, ramming damage, knockback resistance, damage resistance, ram force, damage. Like, the bone set is 100% to and we will equip that once we switch to once we're done clearing this area. We might just go for the rest of the hunters, so we might just switch to the bone.
A shark is
just
quite
to clear
adept
it.
at hearing, being able to detect prey thousands of yards away.
Ashes.
Hunger is a driving force for the
Two
bull
more of
shark.
those. Get up a bit. This area is so far the easiest one.
In the
to
kill
get
or be
everything.
killed world of the sea, performance-enhancing mutagens
Like,
provide benefits that could
insanely
mean the
easy
difference
compared to some
between
of the
life
other areas.
and death.
It's on the boat. So yeah, like the way that you jump out the water is just you dash, but if you lunge right before you reach the surface, you get a little bit extra height, and then as you saw there, you also get 2 little boosts, like a little air boost somehow. Because you know that's the thing sharks can do. That help you get a little bit extra height. There's actually one of the license plates.
Bull sharks have a habit of gobbling up anything that finds its
Super
way
early
into the
on
water.
in like the second area, if you don't move Crawfish Bay here, that actually requires like an insane jump. And I gotta say, I don't think that getting your shark bigger would help with those, because I don't think I'm getting like much, if any, extra height out of it, from my size. Now, in theory, because
Once
I'm wearing
you accept that our modern industrial civilization is just
shadow
one
set
among
here.
many that have risen and fallen, then you can finally surrender peacefully to our inevitable collapse.
But yeah, once you since I'm wearing the shadow set here, in theory, because it increases my speed in that, I would be getting more height, but I don't know that that's true. Really? That's your one free one, because it barely does any damage. Unfortunately, I can't really do that with the swordfish or marlins.
The idea that shorelines belong to the public comes from Roman Emperor Justinian, but only because he wasn't able to consult with the Association of Resort Developers' eternally wise lobbyists. The ocean waters are driven constantly
yeah,
by tides,
they charge
currents, and
significantly
Saudi-owned
faster
super
for-
yachts.
Okay, so we'll grab the grotto, because then that'll let the oh yeah, and if you're ever looking for the grotto, you just look for these lights here. That's what tells you where they are.
The grotto provides a brief respite from the Sturm und Drang of the Gulf.
Okay, and then do we switch to the bone set now, or do we stick with shadow set for? You know what? Actually, let's just switch to the bone set now. Bone teeth, bone head, bone fins. I don't know how they're stored in here, because I think it might be like how when I unlock them, maybe is the order that they're there. There you go. That's our new shark. Max health. Okay. Protein, health on feeding minerals, acceleration, swim speed. Yeah, that doesn't really help. Land speed, fat, health on feeding, mutagen, and health on feeding. Yeah, so all of these just help you get more of one of the evolution things, but none of them are really necessary if you start with, like I did, with the tiger shark body, which increases all of that. And like I said, I'm pretty sure that
Random
would
mutations
increase how much you
aren't
get
random.
from the
They require
nutrient
large
caches.
amounts of mutagens as a catalyst.
I really need to target that so that I'm heading towards it. Oil tankers. But yeah, the sonar thing. Obviously, I could have got all the collectibles, I guess, because that's the only thing the sonar is really good for. Man, I did not realize just how much speed that that shadow set was giving us. Like, damn, I feel insanely slow right now. Oh, and they're all swimming. Okay. Oh, they're all movers. Oh my god.
We've had some real bad fish kills because of these oil tankers spinning. But a brings a lot of money into the economy. Can't argue with that.
Was not expecting that. Now, I don't know, like, because, like, I'm really deep under the water, I'm not sure if those,
Over the course of
if
a
the
bull
hunter
shark's
boats
life,
can actually
it will
even
ingest
find
quite a
me down
broad
here.
assortment of flotsam and jetsam.
None of the other areas, when I tried to dive down, did it actually work to get away from the hunters, but I mean, they weren't nearly as deep as this area, so this also looks like it's going to be more divers. Yeah, I'm going to guess that that 202 is probably a grate of some kind. Oh, there's a grate way over there. Yeah, so that's probably where I have to go in, through that other grate. But yeah, I feel so slow without the shadows. I did not think that it was that big of a difference, but yeah, damn.
First my guy's on me.
The hunt ends. But this is a mere pause in the eternal struggle between man and nature.
Man, I will
The
say
bull
I
shark
am
is
glad
able
that
to
I got
attain
this
larger
one.
maximal sizes through selective feeding.
Before I came down here for collectibles, because like this would have been horrible to find that grate again. It wouldn't be the first time. Apparently not. I just ate something that was albino.
I heard said Captain Blighty sunk his treasure somewhere around here. Been funding a diving expedition every year for 10 years, and I ain't found it yet.
I know there it is.
This is quite a find. Although, that depends on the gold market, which has really been underperforming lately. I blame the Fed, of course, but what can you do?
But yeah, because it wouldn't be the first time where I've
The water along
got all the
Caviar Key is
collectibles,
frequently
including the
described
grate,
as gem
and then
clear.
one of my quests took me
Which reminds
to
me,
an
I
area,
could
and
go
I
for
did
another
not
Singapore
remember where
sling.
the grate was. So yeah, the albinos are the only ones that give you the mutagen, which
Port
is how you
Clovis
actually
has
like
long
get your
been a
last
popular
two
dumping ground for the
levels,
military,
but you get it
thanks to its
once again a
lenient
fuck ton of
regulations and low
nutrient
tipping
caches,
fees.
and it doesn't take nearly that much. Like I'll probably be able to fully upgrade everything on this shark, including the stuff I have no intention of ever using. But I want to get the last of the bioelectric set and get it upgraded before I do that, or or save it in case I get some more useful
They're calling it off. Let's go home.
organs.
With little fanfare, another bounty hunt comes to a close.
Get in there. There it is. There's 20
The predatory
here. They put
scavenger is
so
often quite
much of it.
content to dine
Like,
on
so
whatever
many of those
wastes
in
fall
here.
to
Like,
the ocean floor.
There's zero need to hunt animals in this game. Ooh, what's down here? It's always good to explore these when you come across them, if you see them. Oh, an albino turtle. I nibbled the other one again. I think that might have actually been another albino spade tail there, but... This may be an area that we've already... Yeah, this is. See, like, look at how that was all connected. But, especially in, like, the underground place, like, those specific ones, like, more so than the sewers. Because
Caviar
obviously with
Key
the sewers, you
provides
can just
scenic
see a pipe
setting
and
for
open
humanity's destructive impact on
pipe and
the
go through
natural
it,
world.
whereas with, like, those caves, you have to look for the orange, because that indicates where you can enter. Granted, that's the same with the sewers. If all the open sewers, or at least ones with like a breakable grate on them, will have an orange light above them, but obviously it's a lot less necessary because you can see when it's open. Whereas with stuff like this, you have to look for the orange to know which way is like a connecting tunnel.
Supercharged with gene-altering mutagens, the shark now has an asymmetric edge on the competition.
I see there's another one way over here. But yeah, probably like the worst thing that can happen to you while you're looking for collectibles and such is honestly the nutrient caches in these caves. Because they're more or less the only ones that'll really trip you up. Straight ahead-ish. Oh god, I really want my shadow set back. Although I will say, at least you can actually like see the damage on your shark when you're in the bone set, at least some of it. So like right on like the top fin there, he did that to you when he actually cut you out of your mother, and then he sliced your fin so that he could recognize you if he saw you again. And wow, that doesn't look good. And then a lot of the other stuff, like I look so scarred because he tried to burn me alive, which did not work. There we go. Oh, this is
monsters or kaiju occasionally visit Port Clovis to pregame before destroying more worthwhile cities.
Oh, and I see I actually have a viewer. Or I did, but I don't speak Sanskrit or whatever that is. Hindi, what's a Farsi, I think? I don't know. They all look fairly similar to me. But I speak none of them, so unfortunately YouTube doesn't auto-translate that kind of stuff. Which, I mean, they're owned by Google, and, you know, Google translates stuff, so I don't see why it couldn't. Alright, I guess I will head towards there. 10 humans, so odds are that isn't more divers. But I'll head towards there while pinging, because I could have fast traveled to the grotto, but I figured I should probably swim. Oh yeah, there's a whale. A sperm whale. 45, hey, look at the size of that. Oh, you're hostile. Okay. Well, now I gotta try and take it down. Stun right there. Get him. Another stun. Oh, there's another good stun right there. Finish him, finish him. Yeah. There we go. Look at that. Got me a sperm whale. Fuck yeah. Anyway. Oh, and there's a thing here. My little detour paid off. Where did it go? To my right a bit more. Oh, it's up there. Okay. Yeah, I guess if you got that... If you got that... This is weird. That thing that stopped things from attacking you, I'm pretty sure... Because I think the highest upgrade is 90% your size will attack you. And, I mean, I don't know. I think you're slightly bigger than in Orca. So in theory, they wouldn't attack you. But yeah, you would have very little that would, right? Like the sperm whale is obviously bigger than you. Also, I do like how this is their mega shark, and it's like a realistic mega shark, you know? It's like you see like all the movies with mega sharks, and they're like bigger than like they're giant, right? Like absolute, like Godzilla would fucking have trouble with them. But in reality, mega sharks are about this big. Not that I don't think that there are anymore, right? Like mega sharks aren't a thing anymore, but when they were a thing, they were actually closer to this size than what you see in the movies, which isn't that big of a shocker, you know? It's like, oh, surprise, surprise, the movies made them bigger than they really were. Looks like this could actually still be divers, because it seems to still be underwater. Looks like it might just be divers, though not necessarily hunters. Oh no, they are hunter divers. Oh, I guess I could if when I go to fight stuff, even if I don't really need like the extra, like when I go to fight the boat. If even if I don't plan on, or like if I don't really need like the extra bonus to like fat, protein, and whatnot, I can still equip those because they still increase the amount of health I get when I eat something, right?
Anyone see anything? I really should get some polarized lenses.
Oh, there we go. I was like, I'm missing one of the hunters that I actually need to eat here.
Kyle, he was really into scuba back when he was a teenager. This museum's the first place I took him after he got certified.
Are we at Atlantis, by the way?
The rapacious rover is always swimming, searching for anything to satisfy the gluttony that is their defining trait.
Oh, we got a sunken Statue of Liberty, it seems.
A great way to discourage museum attendance is to put your museum underwater.
I mean, there'd still be people
It's
who would go to
another
it.
unsuccessful shark hunt for the people of Port Clovis.
Of course it is. We only got 3 more locations. We still have a fuck ton of nutrient caches. A few more license plates. I don't know what you get. I want to say that you get something for getting all of the license plates, but I don't know for sure. Like, you don't get anything for getting like a region's license plates, which is honestly a little annoying, but I think that there was something that you got for getting all. But yeah, in all honesty, I don't think I've actually, outside of like the first, like when you play as your shark's mother, I don't think that
A
I've
day
actually.
at the beach is a summer ritual that wouldn't be complete without plenty of sunshine, sandcastles, and circarial dermatitis.
I don't think that I've actually just had a normal shark in this game.
Sure,
because like
we could avoid catastrophic risks for future generations, but then we couldn't have 4x4 pickups with 5.7-liter V8 engines.
because yeah, since I started with that tiger shark body,
Goaded by
I
lusty
never needed
appetites,
it.
the shark's
I
sole
never
aim is
never
to
needed
eat
to just
and
have like
evolve.
a plain body. Consume 5 humans and kill 10 hammerheads. Good God, that's a lot of sharks. I mean, it's fine. You would think that it wouldn't be because, you know, they would all be attacking me, but odds are I'm going to heal more than they can damage me, and obviously each one I take out lowers the amount of damage I'm taking. So. And since I'm wearing the, or since I have like the bow body, I have more damage resistance. I will admit, they are knocking me around a little bit. I'm going to assume that those 5 humans are more hunters. Because it's 5 and they seem to be underwater. That's another one of them. Sperm whale. Let's go get this one. It's a little bit.
The insatiable sperm whale needs to eat over a ton of food every day, which here in the Gulf mostly consists of hammerhead sharks.
Apparently, yeah. Okay, so there's something behind me. Besides even more hammerheads. Another sperm whale. Now I'm curious as to like how hostile the sperm whales are in comparison to some of the other things.
Quite a strange conglomeration of stuff will end up in the stomachs of sharks. A shark attack can seem senseless, as if the animal were programmed to kill and nothing more. With 24-karat gold fixtures, 2 discos, circular staircases, and a mosaic swimming pool, the Chatelaine is still only Port Clovis's 2nd most ostentatious yacht.
Okay, so yeah, diving down does work, apparently. You have to dive down from the car, but it still works. Alright. This would be consume more humans. Again, it's underwater, so it's going to be some more. And to be fair, these guys are probably not actually hunter divers, but they just didn't feel like putting like another name on them, I guess. Which, I mean, that's fair.
Right at me.
Yeah, I mean, really am.
I am at spotting stuff.
Y'all better believe those sewer lines need work. I've had campylobacteriosis, cryptosporidiosis, leptospirosis. Let me tell you, partner, that ain't no joke.
I wonder if the apex predator in this region is going to be a sperm whale.
Sharks shouldn't be that hard to find.
Oof, a level 55.
That's really
Oh god, you just like bitch slap. So yeah, this is my special ability for the bone there, which is it obviously makes me take even less damage, and my lunges do insane, like a bunch of damage to everything around me. Here we go. Alright, got all that. I got that one done. Easy enough. It's actually easier than the first one I fought, but I guess that's what happens when you actually use your special ability. We'll go and get this first. I don't know what you get once you get all of the, oh god, it's SpongeBob's house.
Sea sponges' demand for pineapple homes has sparked massive deforestation throughout Costa Rica. But being brainless, sponges rarely weigh the consequences of their buying decisions.
And I'll find Cooper. Okay. Well, looks like there's something down there.
This shark is a sort of super scavenger, completely lacking in what may be called dietary discrimination.
Might be it though. I don't see any. No, I don't see any more exits. So yeah, it looks like there's just the one nutrient cache there. Whatever.
This recreation of the Titanic was so accurate, 1,500 people died during its maiden voyage.
Nice. Well, I mean, points for accuracy, right? Yeah, because that's what I wanted to get. Not the guy attacking.
From the moment she's born,
Turtle
the shark's
minded
cold,
business.
expressionless eyes are constantly on the watch for food.
Yeah, that once again seems to just be the one thing down here, which I guess with an area this big, that might make sense, but at the same time, with how many nutrient caches there are, they could have thrown a couple in each hole, right? There's 21 of them out. God,
Sometimes
still
even
9
sharks
of
just
them.
need to dirty bulk.
Okay, I definitely should have kept my shadow set on, I think.
Sure, this is about saving lives, but it's also
I get
about
that they're like
safeguarding tourism revenue.
I get that they are shark hunters. I don't know
University
why
sends
you
their
would dive in.
students out here every summer to study the reefs. Shit. Guess we all got different ideas about summer fun, yeah?
Because I mean, yeah, I don't know why you would dive into the water, especially when it's like this shark that you're hunting and like how much damage it's been doing. Like, would you really just try and like dive in there after it? I know I sure as fuck would. It could be like a baby shark. I still probably wouldn't just dive in. I don't know why. I still, whenever I see one of the albino ones, I still grab it, even though I know that there's no way that I actually need the stuff from it. But just, you know, it's like, oh, that's a rare one. I guess I'll grab it. I think I actually saw.
The bull shark is known to be a voracious,
Orange
if
over
hardly
here.
discriminating eater.
Yeah, great white, eh? Oh,
Somebody got her. Right.
there we
The
go.
battle is over, but the war goes on.
I mean, these were connected, so I'm going to assume. Oh, there it is. I was like, there's gotta be another one.
This mineral
7
supplement
left.
wouldn't be necessary if this shark ate a more nutritious, well-balanced diet.
Well, all he eats is. Well, I was gonna say all he eats is fish, but fish and people.
This shark understands that she needs to eat essential minerals to stay healthy and grow.
Okay. Move slowly through here to make sure that I'm finding all of the orange that I need to find. Looks like that's going to be it for this cave system. Yeah. See, now I watched the Zero Punctuation on this, and he brought up a good point, which is, you know, they do have the thing where things won't attack you if they're smaller than you, but it's an upgrade, and he felt like it should just be like a passive thing. Like as you got bigger, the smaller stuff. Because I mean,
Anyone who has delved into the stomach
and I
contents of a
agree.
shark is
Like
acutely
I don't
aware
think
that
that
they'll
like
eat
the
just
level
about
5
anything.
barracudas in like, or like even like the level, like if I went back to the first area, right? There's level 1 muskies that will attack me, even though, you know, I'm me. It's like there's no chance that in real life that muskie would be like, I can take them. Like even take away like the levels, right? Which to be fair, they do with the
Mutagen 23 is
with the
certainly
upgrade that
heating
stops them
up
from
the
attacking. It is
evolutionary
just based
arms
on your
race.
size. Which to be fair, your size goes up as your level goes up. So I mean, I say they take away the levels. Technically, they're using the levels, but. Oh, there's a crate there. Okay. Um, but yeah, so they do just say that it's based off size, though, which is technically accurate. Um, so I mean, like, yeah, but it definitely should just be a thing where it's like, man, that thing is
This
like,
instantized
well, I mean,
protein
it's like
makes a
humans,
great
right? Like,
between meals supplement, giving the
unless
shark the energy
absolutely
he needs to put
necessary,
on
you aren't gonna
serious
pick a fight with
naps.
somebody bigger than you. Especially not, you know, like the hammerheads. Even I'm definitely bigger than them, but I feel like maybe not by quite enough that they wouldn't attack, you know? But I feel like they definitely wouldn't unless I got close, like, and that's the thing, right? Some of these things attack you from a distance that, like, they would not go that far out of their way. Oh, it's actually too big to... Oh, but I got the stun. And now you're missing so much of your body. And now you're missing all of your body. Ow. Really? And how did that go for you, you stupid fish? Let's see, well, we actually only have one more license plate to get. That's something. There we go. Don't have a nutrient cache, but that's not a surprise. Okay, actually, we only have
Some
two more of
sharks
those
are
as well.
scavengers, indiscriminately consuming anything that's vaguely edible.
Okay, then this way we go. There's our last license plate. There's another grave, which will lead us to at least one more. Oh, achievement! No in-game reward, though. Interesting. It's a lot of license plates that I found to not get a reward of some kind. I don't know what kind of reward.
Traveling around, we are constantly reminded of how man's intrusion has disrupted the fragile equilibrium of the marine world.
It's also really weird sometimes that, like, well, like these hunter divers that are in like the caves and that, right? That they increase our threat, but they don't increase our notoriety. And unfortunately, I mean, we have one more location, one more thing, and one more nutrient cache. Now, if I had to guess, I'd say it'd probably be over somewhere here, but I am going to actually just look at the map and see. Because, I mean, we have a lot of stuff on this side of the map. So, Gulf, Maneater, Gulf, collectibles. Oh. Alright. Okay, we got that. Yeah, got two there, one there, two there, one there, one there, two, maybe. Okay, so we got that there. Oh, no, never mind. I was just a little bit off. That's that two there. Okay, so yeah, locations look good. That looks good. Got there. Got that one there. And then over here, got that location and that one. That nutrient cache. Got those two. Okay, so yeah, our last two are like right around here-ish, it looks like. They're right next to each other. Oof, should I? I think I should. It seems awfully far away. And the load time isn't that bad, but if I was still wearing the shadow set, maybe I would have just let it go, but or I would have just swam there. But since I know where my collectibles are, there's very little reason to do that. And hey, once I get these two, I can actually take away my sonar because I don't realistically need it to fight the boats. I mean, it does help target some of the, or to see exactly where the hunters are on the boats, but I mean, I'd much rather just heal more when I eat stuff. So that, because I mean, we do have to get all the way up to fucking notoriety 10, so. You know, it's weird because it doesn't take very long to load into the game. But the fast, like as you saw earlier, if you've been watching, when I had to exit to the menu. But for some reason, the fast travel takes a while. I don't know why. Really, really don't. I imagine that shark there, though, is what my shark would look like if I didn't have any of the upgrades on. If a fight is going against you, a quick snack may get you the health you need to be victorious. Yeah, I mean, I know that. I've had to run away and nom before. Ugh. See, now I wasn't even going to stream today, after all. I was going to just leave it and kind of just say fuck it. You know, because I do have a Patreon where starting to stream is a one of the goals on it, but my house may or may not be invaded later by a little monster, so is my game broken? When targeted by a human, the shrinking red circle. You want to bet I couldn't beat every threat when I first encountered it. I fucking fought all of those gators in the swamp when I first started and was still just a little youngin'. I feel like my game may have broken just a little bit. So let's do this and start it back up. I do kind of wish you could destroy boats a little bit faster. It takes quite a bit to get through a boat, as you saw. It is nice that clearing everybody off the boat destroys it, but it's still not the fastest anymore. Because before that used to just be like, oh, just hop up, grab like 2 or 3 guys off the boat, and then that was. I mean, when it started, they were coming at me with fucking jet skis. To be fair, I was really small at that point. But yeah, it
used to
be way easier. But then after, you know, they started leveling up in that. I just marked my location again, somewhere around there. Oh, more hammerhead deaths, right? But yeah, they started getting like covers on the boats and bigger boats, so it was harder to target the people on them. And then some of the people, even the ones that I could target, I couldn't actually get. Oh my god, there's a whale. Who didn't seem to care. So they're clearly not like super hostile. I mean, the first one I started attacking me before I attacked it. And obviously, like the hunted one did, but I mean that makes sense. Ow! Like that one did. That one didn't make too much sense. Really? Can a sperm whale even fucking do that? You know what? Now you must die. Hammerhead, get in my fight, will you? Really? Again? See, this is like really the only issue that I have fighting stuff in this game when we're actually like not near, like obviously near the surface is rough. I already said that, but the when other shit is nearby, that's right, fucking stun you and push you away. So unfortunately, good god, another hammer caught Brody. It's like they want to die. I think that also does damage when I just dodge near them, I think. Sorry, sperm whale. It didn't have to happen, but yeah, you picked the fight. Not my fault you couldn't finish it. No moss. By your tail. And you know what? One more just because you attacked me. Oh, and I do have another hunted thing behind me. Somewhere. This direction? No, a little bit left. Oh, there it is. We're good at fighting. What? I 100% fucking. Ah, you fucker. I can't, like, these things, I don't know if it's like the way they move or what, but like my shark doesn't want to fucking attack, like, lock on, like, target them. Where'd you go? See, and the other thing with the shadow set, right, is when they do like the like knock me away or do something that like gets them past me but leaves them open to a stun, it allows me to close that distance way faster. Alright, what is this? Wide-eyed. Kill 10 more hammerheads. Good god. 6 first, gonna go and grab last of this, and then we'll head back to the grotto. Not fast traveling this time. And change out. I guess just the sonar. We don't really need to change out the rest of it. Now, to be fair, that sonar thing may just be like upgraded sonar as well. Like I think I'll probably still have sonar after. It just won't like have as much range, which is fine because I wouldn't need as much range. Hey, reinforced
No one
cartilage.
knows
Wonder
who
what that
built
does.
this mysterious underwater base, but odds are they probably own a Nehru jacket and a Persian cat.
I'm assuming that this is some Nautica joke, considering the way the base looks. I don't know the joke about the jacket and the cat. I'm assuming it has something to do with the developers. But... Hey, and then there's all
The
this.
shark is never one to pass up a fat fiesta.
Found all nutrient caches. No achievement for finding all landmarks, though? Really? That's interesting. I mean, I guess you get in-game rewards for that, not so much for the nutrient caches, but I mean, well, I mean, to be fair, the nutrient caches are their own reward, considering just how much they give you to let you upgrade shit. I'm probably the smallest entrance to a grotto
A
that
quiet space is
that
the
I
ideal
had
stage for the shark to
game.
meditate and harness her pure potentiality.
Yeah, so this is just advanced sonar. Damage resistant. Well, fuck yeah. Max that out. Pop it on. And then let's see, that's max health, which is also nice. Health on feeding, and then obviously mineral stuff doesn't matter. Protein, that doesn't matter. then yeah, I guess, I mean, we do have the other ones, but the only thing that I would really need from them is health on feeding, which I already have, so. Alright, there we go, even more damage resistance. Nice. Okay, look at that. And Legend of Bobby Lee's Gold. And then, what is this one? And then more hammerheads. Alright. And then that should get us, I'm assuming, a giant sperm whale to kill. After we do those two. And then we should just have the boss fight after. But yeah, see, so I still have sonar, it just barely goes anywhere. Which, at this point, obviously doesn't matter. I'm just going to be going from location to location. Very slowly, mind you, but still. The only thing is like, I don't know if you need to have a certain notoriety to get, like, the final boss of the game to show up, you know? Was that? Come on, you can get that guy. Him. Oh, come on, where are you? There you are. You. Alright, let's now head for these hammerheads. How many achievements actually we got left? Look at it. 7, eh? Read all objectives in the Gulf, reach all regions, revenge, reaching. Alright, so yeah,
Port
just
Clovis has grown bored of the hunt,
finish my
leaving
shit.
our shark to fight another day.
Which, to be fair, I kind of figured. It's not really a game that would allow for more. I mean, like, the only other, like, kind of achievements I could do would be, like, where we fought the orca there, they had those rings. They had those rings in the air, and, like, I could see maybe an achievement to jump through them. But I guess they didn't feel the need to put any silly achievements in, which I'm fine with. I like those achievements, but at the same time, some of them can be kind of annoying.
Hammerhead livers were prized in the 1940s as a rich source of vitamin A.
Like, I mean, that's one of those things that sounds wrong, but at the same time, that sounds like it isn't true, like that they aren't really a source of vitamin A, but at the same time, it's definitely something I could feel that people would believe if somebody told them. Maybe because it sounds so ridiculous, it's like, well, take that out. It's like, well... I got left 2. God, this isn't even the first area that had hammerheads in it. And that's like all of our fucking stuff. Do hammerheads really hang in groups like this all the time? Alright, you've got whale, Silva. Let's go get him, and then we'll have to got some attention to get these boats. Now, once I don't know though, because like I kind of don't want to do this just because like no, that's the only quest. They also have like if you look above that, it has like all of the all like the different types of or like the different regions, but for some reason I don't know how to cycle through that. Like I've never figured out how to cycle through that. What the fuck was that? Was that you? There you go. And how was that? And how did that go? Jackass. You know, I kind of want to start attacking them now before I go and do that, but like I don't know which, because like the main guy that you fight, even though the whole point of him is that he's a shark hunter, he he's actually not, and like the whole point is not just that he's a shark hunter, it's that like he is the shark hunter, right? But yeah, he's not one of the hunters on there. Like you would think that they would make him like
traditionally celebrated
notoriety
with
10.
cinnamon whiskey and large quantities of pseudoephedrine.
Yeah, fuck all y'all. Broke your boat now, bitch. Did I break your boat? Now you're forced to swim with me. Oh, that's a real shame. Oh, you think you're getting away? I don't think so. Man, that extra damage resistance really, really working wonders. Oof. Another boat down. Man, it got real dark though. Another one. Oh, I see a diver over here. It's almost dead, and I missed it. And now he is dead. Nope, that one. The ones on the front of the boat tend to throw explosives, which is why I try and aim for them first. Got that guy, and his friend, and the boat, and then this random hunter that I decided to pick up from somewhere. But yeah, this that damage reduction really did fucking work wonders, didn't it? Yeah, you can line it up all you want, it's still not going to do very much damage. Oh, I don't even know what the hell I just did there. Also, did somebody just like fire a rocket launcher at me? Oof. It's a good landing right there. I see you in the water. Find you. There goes another boat. I mean, the thing is, right, at the same time, is if I take out the boats, that also kills all the, well, it allows me to kill all the hunters really easily, but, like, I don't know if destroying the boat is better than, like, eating all the people off of it, you know? See, because, like, all these guys are jumping off, right? And then they swim to the surface, I can pick them off real easy. But it doesn't seem like when I eat them while they're on the surface, that it actually increases. Whereas destroying the boat definitely seems to do a lot more. And in all honesty, my that seems to be doing way more damage as well, and like just tearing through the boat. So I mean, I might just start doing that. Because then realistically, I have a bunch of food in the water that I can deal with. Right? So that hunter was, or that diver was the last one. Okay, well, looks like I ran out of hunters again. Doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. Thankfully, it's easy enough to keep them coming. I think I might actually have to wait for the searching to go away, because it doesn't seem like they're actually spawning any more of them. That's on the other side of this boat.
We gained all we could, I suppose.
Humans'
Okay.
attention spans are short. They've already forgotten about the shark and her many crimes, so thus ends the bounty.
They're running away. And jet skis are fast when I'm not in my shadow.
As we face impending resource scarcity and declining living standards, it's nice to know that in the meantime there's still a place to get a good bamboo fusion massage. The shark hunter is the
There we go.
only thing keeping tourists from a nasty, horrible death, outside of just avoiding the beach for a few hours.
Got a shark somewhere out by
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with sharks, right? It's like, man, sharks are dangerous. Like, are they though? You know, outside of, you know, this shark and, you know, these, they really can't do a whole lot if you just stay out of the water. I mean, you can go swimming outside of the ocean. God, that's so much easier. Man, I wish that I had done this before. Mama Maybell's on her way. Now hopefully this won't shove me into my shark again.
Mama Maybell.
Let's see, did it? It did not. Nice. Where is she? was her driver, though. Oh, there we go. Got her. And goodbye.
Only time will tell whether government actions can diminish Port Clovis's reputation as a shark attack hotspot.
That boat. Unfortunately, obviously, I don't get any help when I do that, when I kill them like that, but, you know, it only takes a couple of people to fully heal me, so. Although, also, because that's also my dodge, also taking a lot less damage. But yeah, this I feel is definitely definitely a faster way to. I was trying to eat the hunters in the water, and it just attacked the boat because it was closer.
Good gosh.
Got a fin.
Yeah, well, you may have a fin, but not the rest of me. Yeah, I'm taking so much less damage. There's another boat. Also, what level is this boat? Is that like level 40 something?
What the?
Oof. See now, and I also don't know like
To
at
catch a
what
shark,
point I do
must
like
be as
the
quick as a
most
shark.
damage to the boats, you know? Is it when I do that right next to the boat? Is it when I do it a little bit away from the boat? No, it says searching, so those must have been the last hunters this time around. Doesn't look like there's any more swimming either, which is a little odd, but whatever. Guess I'll grab some Mahi, some seals. There we go. Fully healed, wait for it. The search to be over,
I've had my fun.
and try and get some more.
Another shark hunt draws to a close.
There's some humans.
The shark attack too often provokes Port Clovis locals into killing every swimming creature along the coast.
Caviar Key's got a shark situation.
Does it?
No more shark attacks on my watch. Let's go.
She surfaced.
Oh. Yeah, I feel like they definitely could have lowered how many guys you needed to kill to get your notoriety up, because it's a little insane. There's 2 boats. And there goes 3 boats. the air. Oh, fucking missed them all there. No, get off the boat. Yeah, because see, I don't know if, like, I think I actually just hit that explosive, or hit that explosive like out of the air. I don't know how dangerous those explosives are, because I have a hard time knowing here, like, how many I've actually been hit by. So I think I might need to try and take out this elite diver. Come on. That explosive definitely got me. It's fine. Down.
The ocean is a source of life, inspiration, and eternal renewal. But mostly it exists to be exploited and commodified by humans. For more than 3/4 of geologic time, the land was uninhabited, without a single destination spa anywhere to be seen. The water along Caviar Key is frequently described as gin clear. Which reminds me, I could go for another Singapore sling.
No, I don't know how much damage it's done.
While
Nope.
fears of ecological apocalypse are valid, you should see Execo Petroleum's previous quarter's updates. The accelerating destruction of the Gulf has occurred in tandem with a wholly humanized view of progress and development. The idea that shorelines belong to the public comes from Roman Emperor Justinian.
God, I feel like he's going to be talking a lot specifically because like,
resort developers
he keeps switching in between the two locations, and every time he's switching location, he has something to say.
Bull sharks
That
seem
was
to
all of them.
take a perverse delight in upsetting a boating excursion.
My active is ready again. And now I need to find some more humans. Good God. There's a couple. Oh shit, the search, oh fuck, the searching hadn't quite gone away yet. That's a shame. Scare the seagulls. Ah. Got a big oil rig out there. And out there. Oh. Massive one over there.
That's kind of disappointing.
It
With
really
little
is. You guys gave
fanfare,
up.
Another bounty hunt comes to a close.
Alright. Stick with it. We've only got 2 more guys to kill, right? Yes. We only got 2 more to kill. Unfortunately, the humans left here. Oh, here we go. Here's some though. He seems to be the only one here. Yeah, I'm not seeing any more there. That's fine. Let's see here. I think I see swimmers.
An intensive shark hunt is now underway.
Is it gonna be intensive though?
Bounty for a shark out in the backyard. Who was murdered?
Using her quickness, the bull shark is able to escape serious injury.
No, don't.
Oh, shucks.
Oh, here he comes. Commander Percy. Now let's hope this
The
doesn't-
able-bodied
oh,
seaman, Commander Percy Metcalf.
he seems to have a little electric thing around him. Watching too many Nicholas tests. Swim near that shark. Nice. Maybe it can be destroyed. Maybe. Bet you it can be. That's my bones.
There it is.
So long, Missy.
There goes Percy.
The Marine Predator
revolution.
displays little caution as the situation further escalates.
There's that.
Could be messy.
diver. Taking a fuck ton of damage now. Here to hopefully. That one. Okay, looks like we got the last boat and one more hit should honestly. One more good hit. Yep, there they go.
It takes 3 hours of training and $8 to become a licensed shark hunter. Though very few bother with this
Oh,
formality.
wow, actually got more already. I thought that might have been it.
And we might come out of this.
Oh my. So if I do that like right next to him, that really fucks him up, alright.
What are you waiting for?
Just one.
Shark! Shark!
Nope. Another one down. Still curious as to what to do. Like I don't take a whole lot of damage, but just every once in a while I do take a huge amount. Okay, so I have one left, right? Yes. The brutal muscles, which I don't know what it does, but oh my. Another one.
I see something!
Well, yeah, this is definitely going significantly faster than taking them off the boats, or than trying to take them off the boats. But I guess if you're not using the bone stuff, you can't really. Well, I mean, I guess you could, but I mean, I don't think that the boat's gonna get poisoned. The guys on it. But odds are that's gonna take significantly longer.
That's it!
These boats are taking a lot of damage. Wow. Well, I'm missing some of these guys.
That's a shark, all right.
Good God. This just fucking destroys boats.
I
No
see
wonder it has such like a short, or like a, yeah, like a short duration. Yeah, I need that.
The planet's great tides
Get
encircle
some
the
knobs
globe
going
in
there.
constant motion. Coastal risk analysis reveals that someday, someone here is going to get a sizable check from the National Flood Insurance Program.
Oh, somehow missed the, oh, no, it does say incoming, so that's good.
Port Clovis retaliates against the shark by sending some of its most disreputable citizens.
Oh, God. Oh.
Responsible for multiple fatalities in the Gulf. Shoot on sight.
Stop those engines. Another shark bounty.
On her starboard side.
Ooh, there goes one.
That's a shark, all right.
Yeah, it is.
To see this area is to witness the inability of the hydrosphere to support the growth of humanized landscapes along the Gulf.
Almost there.
Once you accept that our modern industrial civilization is just one among many that have risen and fallen, then you can finally surrender peacefully to our inevitable collapse. The ocean is a fluid and fascinating world, always changing and forever in motion. The Gulf Stream is just one of many major currents that mariners have used since time immemorial to circumnavigate the globe.
This you?
Humans have seen less than the beast of the fleet,
There he is.
Captain Robert Bruntlet.
No, I don't like that it's doing that. I feel like we're putting the shark in there. Nope. Okay, good. Okay, now where? Oh, it's got to be this one here with the shark. Just throwing a bunch of shit at me here. So,
Coastal overdevelopment creates a riskier, more
Munchies.
complex local environment. Yes, it's quite beautiful here. Unfortunately, bull sharks can't see color.
Am I just seeing things? Does it smell unusual? Or is that just Port Clovis?
Things are getting heated in this war of attrition between man and nature.
now where are you though? There you are. Alright. Good. it is
Coastal
along the way.
erosion currently impacts over 70% of the globe's
Well, that
sandy
takes
beach
care of all of them.
environments.
There it is. Yep. Okay. And then once we defeat him, we should get our last
Shark shouldn't be that hard to find.
evolution.
Wonder how good I am at spotting stuff.
What is that?
And then that should be our last upgrade.
Am I
Once we
just
kill the
seeing
whale,
things?
which by the way looks like Moby Dick.
Alright, I took my bite out of the day.
It's another unsuccessful shark hunt for the
And
people
then
of
all
Port
we'll
Clovis.
need is to finish the game, really. Got all the collectibles now.
It's here in the grotto that the shark
what
can
Brutal
discover the
Muscles does.
absolute serenity deep within her soul.
Okay, well, we definitely want to keep that. Mineral and health on feeding. If I had to guess, I'd say that's going to be one more place. Speed, tail whip, damage, acceleration, tail whip forces. Wow, I actually don't care about it, alright. Well, see, what was the bioelectric? Was it there? Bioelectric tail.
Excuse me, there is a message
Let's
for
see. On tail whip, you launch a wave of electricity inflicting 60 damage between 3 stun stacks. Target would stun when it gets 10. Okay, well, you know what? We'll equip it to go fight the whale because why not? Electric fins on evade, inflicting 20 damage between 3k. Tail whip and evade. Yeah. Then we got the head. We upgrade that as well. Wow, that looks cool. And then we got the teeth, because they were actually the first upgrade I got. Alright, and then, because we have nothing else to spend this on, we may as well see how many of these we can max out. We'll do Brutal Muscles. Because I know that I have more than enough of that, because that's the one I get from humans, and, you know, they're one of the main things that I eat. Well, actually, you get it from humans and predators, which means that you're going to end up with, like, way more of that than anything else, probably. That's it for that. I think we'll actually be able to upgrade everything. Now, I don't think that you need to fully upgrade everything for the achievement, even though it does come up every time you upgrade something saying that it's a new evolution, but I feel like that's not how it's going to count it. We look ridiculous. I love it. So then if I tail whip, oh, that's fucking cool. Alright, let's go kill us Moby Dick. Oh, actually, you know what? Because I don't know what the rest of this does. So on bite, 10 damage and 3 stun counters. Target boat can... Okay. When you ram boats, they can't move for 10 seconds. Oh. Eh. 100% damage resistance and 70% evade speed. So I take 0 damage when I evade. Nice. While active, projectile damage resistance, electrical damage, and on lunge. Okay. So just 6 stun counters when that's active. Wow. So yeah, I mean, maybe we will be able to stun the fuck out of this thing. Who knows? Yeah, I feel like this set is probably the one that that's better for hunting the apex predators because it stuns.
The cetacean assassin, the sperm whale.
Yeah, it's clearly Moby Dick. Got an anchor around. Bring it on. Let go. Ow, fucker. Okay, he is absolutely kicking my ass. And there seems to be nothing around here to eat. Like, seriously? Now, granted, oh, no stuff here. Oh, granted, this is a very tiny fish. It's not going to kill me very much, but it is still held. Now, thankfully, these things do keep their damage on them. And yes, I was right about the stun being worthless. I think I got him stunned once there, and it barely did anything. Well, I don't want to pick a fight with another lucky whale to heal from this one. I really wish that the evolutions would fuck off. Oh, there you go. Health. Back to full health. Let's try this again. Did not go well last time, but Oh, fuck off. Fortunately, unlike my shadow set, I don't get health every time I fight something, which is unfortunate. I'm gonna hammerhead. I like how to fight a whale, I have to go pick a fight with a shark. There we go, that was definitely... See, I get the stun, but then it ends up being worthless. Yeah, that stun does not last nearly long enough. That 100% damage resist on evade, man, that really helped out there. But overall, I don't think that this is really helping me all that much, if I'm being honest. Also, man, this area really just... Other animals really just clear out once we start one of these fights, don't they? Doing albino head. Things are coming.
Back in the good old days, the world practically ran on sperm whale oil. Now we can only watch them from afar, dreaming of tapping their skulls for all that sweet spermaceti.
New apex predator. get a peek at Pete's new vessel. Well, I don't like that it's right next to our thing, but there we go. There's all the evolution. So we'll go see, because I didn't actually see pop up what the evolution was. So we'll go see. But since we're going to be fighting another boat, obviously we're going to go with bone. But as long as I stay down here, it shouldn't trigger his boss fight. Because the last one of those, not easy, which isn't really a surprise. He is the main boss of the game.
Only here can the shark discover the miracle of self-love.
What did I get? Subliminal vision. Oh yeah, that's the one where hostile fish smaller than you won't attack. So once you basically killed everything, you can stop random crap from hurting you. Woo. All right. And we'll be fighting boats, and not only that, we'll be taking a lot of damage. So we definitely need as much damage reduction as we can. Now the only thing that I might do, right, is because like the bone teeth does more boat bite and thrash damage. Shadow teeth though, it gives me 50 health every time I bite, which would obviously help as well. You know what, that gives me 4 extra damage reduction, which I feel is probably pretty good. On evade, inflict 50 damage on anything within 2 meters and 20% damage resistance. Boat crew knockback, ram force. Splash radius, tail whip damage. Yeah, whatever, we'll go with this. Alright, let's see. 3 achievements left. Complete all objectives in the Gulf. 100% in all region, and get revenge. So all 3 of those, in theory, should pop, because we only have 1 more objective in the game, and we have everything else 100%, so. Alright, now then. The only thing I'm going to do is when I first leave, I'm going to find a few little critters, or slightly larger critters. Just to get it so that I can power up my ability right away. Marlin. Alright, active skill ready. Let's go check out Pete.
Pete has a new boat, and from the looks of it, there are several features probably not legal for civilian use.
That looks like a torpedo.
So you found me. So what?
Pete, I don't know what all this is, but you're scaring us.
What you gotta be scared about? You a shark?
Pete, I don't want to, but I think we need to get the police, maybe the Coast Guard involved.
You think I'm crazy? No, I'm the most sane man you ever seen. Look, I didn't get here easy. But when some shark take everything I got, I'll give her the same chance she gave my boy. None! Now get the f off my boat before I kill you too. The f I say!
I mean, they're not on your boat though.
Hope you got a hunger on! We serving shark etouffee tonight!
Bet you're not.
Pete has built an impressive battleship, but will it be enough to endure the prehistoric might of a mega shark?
Take on Pete and his refurbished World War II era attack vessel. Alright, well, I mean, the last fight against him wasn't easy, but it wasn't, like, insanely hard. And I didn't have nearly the upgrades that I have now, so. Like I said, the only thing I really, like, I feel like maybe going with the Shadow Teeth over the Bone Teeth and, like, the rest of it Bone might be better, but It's hard to tell. I mean, with my active ability and the amount of damage I can do when I ram the boat, I might be able to just, like, wreck shop. I mean, it is the final boss of the game, so. I don't know if you needed to get to notoriety 10 for it. I don't think so.
Hello there, girlie. As you can see, I came prepared today.
And of course it did.
I'ma fix you up real pretty. Bet you didn't
Wow,
think
it really fucked me that time. Alright. Couldn't even see through the melt. You know, the thing is, like, this location, it looks like it could be
The
used for,
Gulf Stream
like,
brings warm
if they
waters
really
northeast
wanted to,
across
they could
the
take this
Atlantic
exact
towards English
like this
seaside
exact
towns
map
filled with cranky pensioners,
and make a different
donkey
video game out
rides,
of it,
and heroin
where you were
rides.
doing stuff on land and on a shark, you know? Because, like, all these locations are very well made. I mean, like, look at it. Like, that fully looks like you could definitely do, like, another game, a very small version of Just Cause, or, like, a very small version of, like, Saints Row or something. And I say small version because obviously this game is mostly underwater, so the stuff on land is, I imagine, not, like, all that detailed, but I mean, I could definitely see you doing something else. Oh, what the fuck? No, you pick the fight now. Am I active ready? Nuh-uh, you don't get to run away. You fucking pick the fight. Fucking man. Nuh-uh, get back here. You should do it. Fucker. Alright, let's try this again. Maybe this time without without an orca attacking us and without us ending up in just nowhere, apparently. Okay, so he's got torpedoes now, which I imagine do a lot of damage.
Hello there, girlie. As you can see, I came prepared today. I'ma fix you up real pretty. Gonna hurt you bad. Y'all gonna look so pretty, pounding on my wall.
Okay, so I already destroyed the cage.
Don't drag ass now.
Okay. Oh,
Send somebody down there.
and actually, in all honesty, I guess if there's only 3 of them, odds are I would be better off. Probably be better off doing this and eating them than destroying the foes, just because that way I'll keep my health up a little bit more. Oh, not even the one I was aiming for. There goes one boat.
That thing is vicious.
I'm getting you. This is not big. That's what throwing in explosive.
I'm the lesson.
Him. There goes another one. Oh, that must have been it. Oh, no. Well, I mean, the boat's still there, but the people are all dead.
Let's take the fight to her.
Where the hell are you even? Actually, that didn't do a lot.
Fire wheel. Better watch how you pushing my buttons.
Shoot my shot.
We need power.
Piece of cake. Man, that bone ability is fucking amazing.
You, the last thing I do. Laissez les bons temps rouler.
I suppose there's a lesson to be gleaned here. Something about how the increasing commodification of the natural world has placed humans on a collision course with an environmental apocalypse. But this is a basic cable show where people tune in to watch sharks kill people, and people kill sharks. So until next fishing season, this is Maneater.
That was a good game. I liked it. I will say it doesn't have like any potential for a sequel. This is definitely one of those games that is a one and done, just because there's not really anything that they could really add to this game that wouldn't just be basically the same game in a new location. Now, granted, a lot of people make those constantly, but yeah, I don't know. I really liked it. It was great, and now I'm done. 100%. Look at that. See? Okay. Boop, boop, boop. 32 out of 32. Very easy 1,000. Once you know how to fight it. I do not recommend the bioelectric set. In all honesty, that fucking the apex whale there was a harder fight than the final boss. Like Moby Dick there really fucking kicked my ass, where Scaly Pete did basically nothing. I mean, it took me no time at all to do or to take down his boat. He only got one torpedo off that I saw, and it fired more than that, and I didn't notice. But yeah, that bone set, I mean, yeah, they give you so much. Like, I never really, like, you could obviously grind for upgrade materials by eating the fish that have them, but if you go for the nutrient caches, you really don't need to. And I mean, they're like, I was ready to turn into an elder for so long, because like once you're an adult, you have to do, to turn into an elder, you have to do the first boss fight against Scaly Pete. And I was at the level that I could turn into an elder for so long before I actually got to the point where I could fight him, because I was exploring and doing everything. But yeah, that's the end of Maneater. I mean, my first stream, and I finished the game. Granted, I didn't start the game on the stream, so, you know, take that for what you will, but I figure it's a good first stream. Didn't have anybody watching, but, you know, still, it'll be uploaded so that it can, I think anyway, it should automatically upload the stream. But yeah, it'll be uploaded so that you can watch it, it'll be archived or whatever. And yeah, I might do this on Saturdays. On next Saturday, we'll see. I don't know. It really depends on like what games I'm currently playing and whether or not I feel like it, and whether or not like I'm caught up. Like the only reason I managed to do this today is because I've already got everything recorded and uploaded up to next Wednesday. So I mean, I was ahead of the game enough that I didn't really need to worry about making sure that I got the rest of my recording done today. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to keep streaming on Saturdays. Hopefully people will actually start watching. I don't know. Because it's not like it makes too big of a difference to me if I'm streaming or just sitting there playing the game. It takes nothing for me to just flick on the stream, or flick on the stream and, you know, just play the game. I'd be doing the same thing whether or not I was streaming. So, but yeah, this was a very good game. I would highly recommend it to anyone. I mean, if you are an achievement hunter, go for it. It's a very easy 1,000. It's not like in a very short 1,000, but it is a very easy 1,000. If you like sharks, go for it. If you like bad shark movies, definitely go for it. If you like collectathons, go for it. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot. I mean, you can technically just like burn through the story, but I could definitely see you getting tore up if you didn't upgrade enough. But once again, if you know what you're doing, like I said there, get the bone upgrades, and you can just tear through the final boss like that. And I mean, obviously there's other ways. I mean, the shadow set lets you heal a bunch, and poison guys, but that doesn't really play into it a whole lot against boats, because I don't know, because like there's the guys in the boats that you need to like break what's covering them in order to get to them, and I don't know if the poison goes through that or not. Like in reality it should. Well, in reality the shark shouldn't be able to just spew poison everywhere around it, but you know, in reality it should, but you know, gameplay wise it might not. But yeah, my only real complaint was how long it took to get your notoriety up. But once I got the bone stuff there and figured out that I could destroy boats at that quickly, I mean, that really became a non-issue in itself. So I guess the only real issue then that I have is that whenever it cuts to a cutscene, there's like a 50-50 chance that you're going to be stuck inside your shark and have to click the menu to fix it. That's really the only, then that's the only bug that I ever came. Well, I guess that's not true. When I was fighting an alligator in the first area, I attacked it so much that I got pushed into the ground, and then it like warped somewhere that I could not reach. Let's see, do we get an after credits? The shark surviving. You finish the main story, you may continue to eat, grow, and evolve. Evolutions found, infamy rank, time played, and region progress. Look at that, all that, 100%.
Even for sharks, it's important to create personal time for sober self-reflection.
Alright, and you know what? I'm gonna go back to my shadow form because that's my favorite one. Because I just like the really sleek look, you know. And alright, and that's it. The After Party episode 9. But it's already done. Congratulations, 100% complete. So yeah, that is that. Alright. So yeah, like I said, hopefully I'll be able to keep streaming on Saturdays, but it really depends on a lot of stuff that I have. Well, I have, to be fair, I guess, a lot of control over it, but yeah, so thanks to the one person who, assuming that you watched the video afterwards, thanks for joining. I mean, I've seen a lot of people leave comments and that using whatever language that is. I'm sorry, I don't recognize it. They all look the same to me, because I know what none of them are. So yeah, thanks to the one person who joined me for, well, I don't know, I didn't, by the time I actually noticed that he was in there, he was already left, so. But hey, if anybody watches this, thanks. And, yeah.